Hi everyone. I'm actually making a quick video, and actually I wanted to touch base on something that I've been talking about for. I mentioned that quite a few years or even months ago, and I think that I need to kind of catch up on that because partially because I'm actually trying to reach out to as many people as I can, and with my own experience. I'm actually making this video about my own beliefs and my own religion or spirituality that um, I hope actually readers will understand. Not readers, but I mean those who are listening. I know that actually many people who are listening in are probably Christians, and I haven't really actually turned my back on the faith itself, but I don't want to go to church anymore, and I knew that I've stopped attending church since since before the pandemic. Yeah, it was like since 2018. It has become really irregular, and the more and more as more the more time just lapses, I realized that there's no need to go back anymore. Why do I even say that? Okay, I actually told you all back some time ago that the church is was meant originally to be a place where we can encounter God, we can find emotional and spiritual healing of our souls. But um, what point is it when you go there and you end up getting hurt, and the church becomes the source or the avenue where you get hurt further? And church is one church hurt. Yeah, it's one of the worst things that you can even deal with. You know that if you are dealing with things like an abusive relationship, like narcissistic abuse or whatever, I mean, the last thing we need to be going through would be being gaslighted or gaslit by people saying that we brought it on ourselves. Yes, maybe we did get into wrong relationships with people, but you know what? No one is perfect, and we all make that kind of mistake. We don't know. We do what we do at the moment. Just we did what we did, yeah, because we only knew that much. And then when you go into church, even they hear about it, you know the worst thing is are those kind of churches and those kind of Christians who say, "See, I told you," and they'll be yeah. I mean, it becomes a kind of like a mantra, as in basically you're the one going to go to hell because you didn't listen to them, and they are always the right ones, and you'll never be good enough for them, and yeah, fuck it. I really couldn't take it anymore. I remember that when I was in that the church, there was one church where I was a member there for I think almost 3 to 4 years. Yeah, I mean I was like there in 2002. Yeah, 2002 or 2003. 2003. Yeah, I left because I wasn't happy with the prior church that I went to. It was a charismatic church. I'm not gonna name the churches, but it's like, I mean, if you have a experience with a church where someone tells you that he's a prophet and an apostle of God, or you'll be like incredulous because damn, he's giving himself so many arrogant titles. It's almost like he's no different from a narcissist himself. But that's between you and God, whatever. And but don't force us to believe in it. And the worst thing was when you go to a like a more conservative denomination. But what's the thing when they actually go and claim that you are never good enough, and they even go into this thing called the cult of suffering, saying that to be a Christian believer you must learn to accept suffering. So do you mean that I must be willingly abused by all of y'all and spiritually abused? I'm not going to take that. You can call me an infidel, you can call me an apostate, but I'm not going to do it because I don't stand for such abuse. I do not believe it. A lot of this, and the other funny thing is that when there's certain kind of situations where people get into abusive situations, like it could be marital. If it's not marital, it's in a family, or it's with someone. It could be a romantic partner, boss. But guess what? This so-called churches will do. They'll tell you, forgive and forget. If you don't forgive in God, you won't go. You will go to hell, and God will not forgive you. And They push you back into the abusive relationship, saying that you must try your best to forgive them. But how can you forgive someone who is not repentant and keeps on using your forgiveness to actually abuse you further? I don't see how Christian that is. In fact, that is saying that good, keep on abusing me. I hate it when they take all these kind of verses out of context, saying, oh, you know, if someone takes away your coat, or he takes a coat, give him another coat, or you know, if he slaps you on the left side of cheek, turn the right cheek and let him slap you some more. Oh yeah, you try doing that, I'll take out your fucking spine bone, your spinal cord, make sure you can't walk for the rest of your fucking life. Okay, so you know, okay, this is just my whole point of view. You know, the thing is, I love God, I believe in God, but I don't love Christians who are fundamentalists. And in my experience, other than narcissists, who are mostly actually agnostic or atheist, the majority of the mean, nasty people I met are actually fundamentalist Christians, okay? They use their religion as a mask and a facade to abuse other people. And church hurt is one of the worst kind of abuse that you can actually put up with. No more, okay? That was when I left the church in 2005. After that, I was overseas. And you know, when I was overseas, I stopped attending a church in Singapore. I don't know what's wrong with the churches here. They have this thing about abusing other people spiritually, and with some of these denominations, and it's like it's either your way, my way, or the highway. They can't even agree to disagree. Okay, I do not buy that shit. Okay, and you know what's the worst thing is I realized that in my years in Canada and in Australia, or even South Korea or Japan, that you know, no church behaves like those kind of churches that you have down here in Singapore, and it is really disturbing. I've heard of, I mean, I've never seen a church overseas where people tell you that you're going to go to hell because you do not believe in God. But down here, I have seen people doing that. They keep on even saying in people's faces that because you don't believe, you are not of that faith, you are going to go to hell. That's not love. That's called coercion. Okay, so if you are in such a place, such an organization, it's called a high control group. Okay, it's not called a church alone. A high control group is almost no different from a cult. Run away. Okay, these people are actually using religion as a mask. Okay, a facade to actually cover up everything. Okay, the power that they can enjoy over you and everything. Okay, anyway, that's it for now. I'm like ranting, but I'm gonna actually talk a little bit more about this because as part of the whole thing about my own journey towards losing my religion, because I'm still a Christian, but I can't say that I attend church. I can't bring myself to attend church anymore. I just can't. Okay, yeah, okay, that's it. Bye bye.